This is your announcer, Shannon Saint Mainframe, welcoming you to our IP Livecast. Fast X premieres this weekend. My wife, Sandra Saint Mainframe, makes her big screen debut as the voice control in Vin Diesel's car. But did these assholes give me the weekend off so I could go to the movies and see my girl? Of course not. And on the Shabbos, too. Our IP Livecast starts now.
My wife!
Vin Diesel. Who knew? I didn't know Shannon was A, a lesbian, or B, Jewish, or that she insists
She's
on
Jewish.
making other movie stars Jewish, like Vin Diesel.
Did you notice how she says off? She's from New York. She's a New York robot. Off. She's getting a hot dog.
Debbie Mazar. We've got the Debbie Mazar bot.
Welcome to RIP A Livecast. It's May 20th, episode, I think 722? 722. We're live in Technicolor Daddy. We're live every Saturday morning-ish, afternoon-ish, 11 Eastern-ish. And you could watch us live on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook on our Facebook page, RIP A Livecast, on all platforms, including Twitter and YouTube. And thanks for tuning in. And if you enjoy the show is completely ad-free. No more live reads. Not anymore. But if you enjoy what you hear and you want to throw us a little tippy tip, you can always
Just the tip.
just the tip. You give us just the tip or a little more than the tip
Ooh.
at our Patreon, http://patreon.com/RIPLifecast. I don't know why. I
Just the
included
tip and
the
colon
HTTP.
so close together. Is going to be a turn on here.
just the TTP.
And by the way, anyone who's a new listener, as you heard Rob reading our intro and our information about where to find us, and we're in episode 722. That is not some sort of fancy numbering system. There are actually 721 prior shows to this one. We have been doing this a long time.
Yeah. So we have quite a back catalog, all free. And Sid's got a pussy in the shot.
Watch your
Right.
mouth.
You could watch us or listen to us. We're on YouTube as well. You can watch all the most recent episodes, the last few years of episodes. And it's a fun time. And also, by the way, we have a we have an email address, riplivecast@gmail.com. And we love to hear your feedback. We have some feedback we're going to read later in the show.
Oh, it's a teaser. It's a nice teaser.
Pussy.
It's a pussy teaser.
Yeah.
Vagina.
A vagina.
Her cat was named Vagina.
This cat is not named Vagina.
Oh,
Just
why
to
don't
be
you
clear.
remind everyone what that
Ramona.
cat is?
It's little Ramona.
Ramona.
It's
Sid's cat was named Ramona.
Vagina.
it's too similar.
It
Might
is.
have to change her name.
Ramona.
Is
Can we hear the vagina clip again?
Oh, sure.
Vagina.
Is she named after Ramona Quimby, the famous fictional child character from literature?
There's some song by some band I don't like that my wife liked, and
Oh.
it's about a Ramona.
I see.
I don't remember if it was like Ween or Guster or
Anal
some-
cunt. No?
No, then that would have been my choice. That's our other cat. I just met the gayest cat on earth.
And her
That's
name
what
was.
you named the cat?
Vagina.
Donald Trump is not a guest on our show. No, that is just an audio from a soundboard for all of our new listeners.
That's next week. He'll be there.
Finally, the former president on the show after
Only on
Town hall.
we do a town hall where we don't push back on anything he says.
We're trying to get that CNN cachet.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of interviews, I found an interview with, maybe our favorite person to analyze in the last year or so, and that would be Vince Neil.
Oh.
And this is a very exciting moment. So I'm pretty sure this is a Zoom interview.
Oh boy!
Because this is one of the rare moments in recent memory that I can think of that we're seeing Vince Neil in an interview without sunglasses on. That's a big deal, folks.
Should I be worried about this?
I don't. Well, we'll see. This interview, it's a short interview. It's to promote his new show on Axis.
Oh, this fucking
called
thing.
Banded. But I'm very supportive of it because that means it gives us new content with Vince Neil in it to analyze. So that's always fun. So let's take a look.
It's pretty exciting. It's cool.
There he is.
There's
Now he clearly
80,000
has the like Zoom Facetune filter on, you know, because you can see like his eyebrows have disappeared.
He
looks
looks a nice little twinkle to his whole visage.
He looks a little Kevin Jamesian, I would say. What do you say? What do you think?
But
I can see
but
it.
that's like a step up for Vince.
And really, like, if
Somehow.
you've seen Kevin James recently, he's looking good. He's in
What?
good shape.
I haven't.
I don't mean like he's lost weight. He looks like a regular Joe, a fit dude.
Well, didn't he lose weight when he did that stupid MMA movie, and then it all came like roaring back?
Oh, I don't know. But like I just saw a photo recently of him. I forget what it was, but it was some Adam Sandler thing that he was supporting.
Well, I mean,
his
that
good
could be
friend
anything.
Adam Sandler.
Well, you know what? Adam Sandler did one of those free vacation to a tropical area movies, and he wanted to get in shape because he wanted to go to the beach. Had nothing to do with the movie. It's one of those scams that Adam Sandler does. What is these football helmets all lined up behind him? What is he doing?
he's a football fan, I guess.
Or is that like?
Oh yeah, so this is his living room. Clearly,
does he wear that when he's driving the Zamboni in case he falls off?
Should wear it on stage.
Yeah, he might fall off that more easily than the Zamboni.
Do you recognize like the teams that some of these helmets are? Some of these look small, like they're.
I was
junior
trying
helmets.
to, but I couldn't. I couldn't make it out. One of them looks like it could be like a Cleveland Browns helmet or something, but I don't think they're NFL teams.
Can you zoom, Rob? Can you enhance?
Not really.
This was a CSI. Enhanced.
Yeah, CSI football helmet.
No, I can't.
Oh well.
I don't.
Let's play.
I don't know. Maybe college football.
Let me just reload my connection really quickly.
Whoa.
Sure.
Now it's our show. Do we have the power to not let him back in?
I was gonna say lock Rob out right now.
He might accidentally lock himself out. Oh, he's back.
Hello.
That was quick.
Hi.
How dare you?
Hi, Rob.
You heard us
I
that
heard
whole time?
everything.
God
no,
damn
I
it.
didn't.
Oh.
What did you say?
I was fantasizing about us locking you out of the stream.
Oh,
And besides that, it was just a bunch of this.
Vagina.
Always.
It's all me and Sid talk about when you're not here.
It's a lot of
Vagina.
locker room talk.
1,000 people when we played. We had 40 cheerleaders on stage. We were on the water. It's been pretty neat.
We are here to make stars.
25 musicians, 5 bands.
We're here to win.
yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm Katie Darrell. Now listen,
Excuse me?
Vince Neil is coming to Access TV, y'all. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Vince, this is big news. How are you today, dude?
I'm good.
Dude.
I'm real good.
Oh my goodness, we have so.
Oh, one thing I wanted to mention. I'm not sure if we ever played. We did. At the time we absolutely played it. Like when I was on the Revolver Golden Gods red carpet, and I got a moment with the legendary Vince Neil. When Vince Neil came to Metal Injection, my lasting memory is he is the worst interview I've ever had, because they were getting like a Lifetime Achievement Award, and I remember like I asked him some question. He was like, "Yeah, I guess we're great." Like he gave me nothing. He gave me
He was on
nothing.
Quaaludes. Give him a break. He's very relaxed.
Also, one thing I quickly noticed in this interview that you guys might pick up on is maybe one of the reasons that he constantly wears shades is Vince Neil is a heavy blinker.
No. Is that a side effect of many years of coke use?
Dries him
Maybe,
out.
but take a
Aye,
look. But
aye.
also, like, look at how I guess also we can't tell for sure because of the digital enhancement to
That's
the video.
Get
And
the
it's like-
crow's
it's
feet
like
remover.
Yeah, but it does look like he is cosmetically enhanced in addition to digitally enhanced.
I realized
Freshly so.
this might be just for Sid, but I realize another person he looks like, and that's Rex Ryan.
Oh my God.
It's
That is horrible. Wow.
Rex
That's
Ryan?
very accurate and way worse than
Thank you.
Kevin James.
Former coach of the New York Jets.
Loved
Rex Ryan.
feet. Big into feet.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
He's in the Tony Atlas Club.
Yes, that came
Uh-huh.
out one while like after he was not the coach anymore. I totally blanked that out.
For good reason. Who wants to think about
Oh.
that? I also like
Well-
that Vince Neil's being interviewed by wrestling legend Jerry Lynn.
I was going to
That's
ask
pretty
who
cool.
this lady was. But it's
I'm
Jerry
not
Lynn,
familiar with
apparently.
her.
It's Lynn Jerry.
She's the host of Now Listen on Access.
It's Jerry Lynn's podcast called "I Interview People While Using the Face Gender Swap app" on TikTok.
It's true.
Hey, dude.
I'm good. I'm real good.
Oh my goodness, we have so much to talk about. But first and
Blink,
foremost,
blink,
I
blink,
really
blink,
want to
blink,
talk
blink,
about this
blink.
new show. It's called
Oh,
Banded,
count the
and
blinks.
it's going to be starting on May 13th over on Access TV, 9 p.m. Eastern every Saturday. And you are a big part of this thing. How did they rope you in? I mean,
How did
Money.
they rope you in? How did they rope
Literally.
you in? What is he
Literally.
doing that he needs rope to do this? He was on a Zamboni and they threw a rope around him and said, "No,
How
you're
did they
doing
rope
this
you
now."
in? My big my big reunion tour got pushed back 3 years, and I needed
Yeah.
money now. That's
Yeah.
how they roped me in.
I tried to go to JG Wentworth.
I
and
was
they- I need cash now.
you're big time, and they just were like, you know what? We need to make this show even bigger.
What?
And you
Hold
said
on.
Yes.
Time. Pause.
Yeah.
I
What
love
is
that
she?
she's
What is
essentially implying like you seem better than this.
this show sucks? What the fuck are you doing here? What are you? Why are you even on this channel? This channel is
I
like
love
yelling out a
when-
window.
When an interviewer is trying to like dig into a question and it ends up being like a backhanded like compliment or really an insult.
To the channel she works for. She's an Access employee.
And also, this isn't live. This is right. Like,
What do you
this
I
mean?
is-
guess. So like everyone
this
that
is
works
an
at,
edited thing, and so
Right.
they saw this and they still
they
decided
were like everyone
to-
at Access who edited this was like, yeah, she's kind of right. I mean, this we do kind of suck. This is terrible.
yeah, like nobody really like you are a huge star and we're a piece of shit channel. So yeah, let's keep this in.
And also, like, no one's gonna see this. Who really
Yeah.
cares? It's gonna
We're
be
the only 3 people.
Yes. These are the first 3 views of this.
How many
video.
views? Like for real though, Rob? How many views does this have?
10,000 views.
Oh wow, okay.
I mean, but for a basic cable channel, that's not that good.
It's a basic cable channel.
Very basic bitch cable channel.
I mean, it seemed like a really cool premise, you know,
And by premise, he means a cool paycheck.
Well,
it was
yeah.
a really cool paycheck.
I will
getting
say
the new
this: I
talent.
think he sounds way more lucid and coherent than usual,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
aware that's a low bar. But
This has to have been recorded at 9 in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Morning, like before he's had his first drink.
this is a Vince Neil AI. They uploaded like 70,000 hours of video. Yes, I am great. How are you? I cannot wait to perform on Banded. Everyone will love this show.
I am excited to be here on Access TV, which I am better than.
It's Vince Saint Mainframe.
Yeah. Vince GPT.
Oh my god.
And you said yes.
yeah, I mean, it seemed like a really cool premise, you know, getting new talent out there and listening to these people. They
These people.
the mentors are really cool, and they taught these guys a lot.
The mentor. Wouldn't it be great if she was like, "Could you name one other mentor?" That
Don't
was
put
the
me
show
on
with
the
you.
spot. Hold on, we'll give you like 3 minutes to text somebody because this is edited. It's fine.
You can phone a friend. Can you name one of your co-hosts?
He's on a game show.
Okay. Okay, it's like Vince Neil, name one person on the crew. This woman brought you your lunch every single day and got all of your demented requests correct. Do you remember her name?
Let me think. Hold on. All right. I know I work with her for many years.
She's a beautiful young girl.
I want to say it starts with a D. You can 50-50.
You know, and I don't remember how long that they practice and stuff, but what I saw, they were really good, and it was amazing.
I didn't see any
really
of it,
cool.
but
I'm
from
just
what
glad
I
to be
saw.
part of it.
So the premise for everyone that's getting psyched to see this show on Access TV, it's called Banded. It's a singing
It's so
music
funny how he looks
competition.
totally different in the clip that they're playing.
It's a different person.
Shut up, because I'm wearing a hat.
It's way different than anything that's been out there in the marketplace.
It's way different, is it? Really way different?
Exactly.
Because
the
rock
same.
and roll.
How is
Because
it
rock
any
and
different
roll.
than American Idol?
American
or
Idol
the
already
the
uses
Voice?
like rock and roll, like all their songs. And
But
stuff.
this is full bands, I guess. So there's like a guitarist
Okay.
and a tambourine player. Maybe
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, can we spoil the fact that we're doing a watch along of this for our next Patreon?
We can
Yeah.
spoil at the
Yes,
top of the
please
month.
do.
We're going to be watching the premiere episode.
So we will learn all of the intricacies of this.
Now
we'll
that-
truly
premise
learn
show.
how it's not like any other reality show.
Yeah.
There may be one little hurdle to doing this, though. I've foreseen is that it's on Access TV, so it may be inaccessible to normal people.
Yeah, it may have been canceled and completely scraped from the entire
Right.
media landscape by the time June 1st comes around and we have to record our episode.
Or it might be airing in full normally and just on Access TV, so we won't be able to watch it.
Still
anymore.
wouldn't- Either way. Oh man, that's not true. That's not true. Access is a lovely channel if we ever get on there.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, Rob. Name 3 things that are on Access TV. Go.
Impact Pro Wrestling.
But that aren't wrestling. Sorry, that aren't
Oh
wrestling.
damn.
You
Fuck.
know that. You know wrestling.
Well, there's the Power Hour. It's a music show with
Okay.
a friend of the show, Matt Pinfield, and my friend Josh Bernstein. There's
Who?
Banded, this new reality show. Unlike anything else out there.
Yeah, Rob, you got to be nice to this channel because if you ever get on TV, it would be this channel.
It would be on. Yeah, exactly. They do these like rock dot. They also air. It's basically a lot of the stuff that used to air on VH1 before they became like a
Reality
reality
TV.
channel. So it's a lot of these like Pink Floyd, like behind the album
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Which is, hey, if you're gonna have crap on, I'd watch that. So.
There's Robert Pasbani says, if you're gonna have crap on it, I'll watch that.
Look, I'm totally in the same league as this interviewer. I'm giving a backhanded compliment to Access TV. Like, oh, they have all this crap on it that I would watch.
Luckily for you, Rob, there is an entirely huge storehouse of crap on this channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a full day of Pink Floyd docs. I'm a happy camper. You know,
I'm
and
curious
They air
what's
some,
on. Let me put on my channel guide just to see what's on Access
it's
right
either
now.
it's
Sid.
either some sort of rock doc or like Sammy Hagar in his car interviewing another guy in his car.
It's an episode of Hot Ones with the Jonas Brothers.
Sid,
Oh,
is,
I didn't. That's right. They also air Hot Ones.
Sid, is
The-
your thumb fatigued from these 30,000 digit number you had to enter? to
Somehow they're actually right next to ESPN. In
Oh,
my case,
get outta here.
Oh, wow.
ESPN
Really?
is 300, Access is 299.
Wait, is it ESPN 11 or something? Like it's showing like high school
Ocho.
women's rugby.
They're right between ESPN and whatever the fuck RFD TV is.
Oh, that's RFK Jr.'s
Oh,
promotional.
no.
Yeah,
Let me see. What is RFD TV?
RFKHD.
Rural America's most important network.
Oh,
Wow.
that's very
Of course.
important.
So
Rob,
they're
there's
between ESPN and tractor pulls, basically.
Rob, there's a lot of crap on there that you would find very interesting. Like literal crap, manure tips and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, let's see a little more of this interview.
The name says it all, actually. Banded. These are people that essentially audition and then get grouped, banded together, right? Am I getting the gist?
Right. Yep. And then they have.
He's like, yeah, I don't know. Like,
Sure.
you know better than me.
You work there.
Same answer at the Golden Gods, by the way. I wanted to say, by the way, the next channel right after RFD is just a continuous loop of Trump saying vagina over and over.
Vagina.
We get it, Sid. Turn the TV off. Come on. Let's go here.
Vagina.
It was just CNN. Damn it.
Oh, that was CNN. Sorry. I didn't realize.
Vagina.
Vagina.
Yeah, he's the way he says China. It's the exact same thing. China.
How to play like different. They write songs together. That's a cool thing because it's all original music. Well, then they perform.
Listen, like you notice, they immediately cut away from him when he's giving the answer and cut to B-roll. This is a technique in the biz that's done when you really want to edit down the answer. So if you listen close, you can hear how much they're cutting together his sentences.
Yes, there's just like
coherent.
There's like a whole Scorsese movie of B-roll playing while he's talking.
Well, he also in between answers had to film cameos, so he's constantly like looking over at his phone.
Hold on, I gotta wish Brian a happy birthday here. Brian, happy birthday, man! Dash out of the devil. Oh yeah. All right, back to you, Jerry Lynn. What were you asking me now?
Right? Am I getting the gist?
Right. Yep. And then they have mentors that teach them how to play like different. They write songs together. That's a cool thing because it's all original music. And then they perform and you pick
they did
who's
a
best.
jump cut in there before the B-roll started.
Let's
there was
make a
like a
band.
Vince face and then a cut to another Vince face.
Together, all right? You, Vince
There wasn't
Neil
enough
of Motley
B-roll.
Crue, is the lead singer. And let's pick some people. Here are your drummers to choose from.
Oh, no.
John Bonham, Neil Peart, or Keith Moon.
Neil
Who's your
Peart, isn't
drummer?
it? Neil Peart.
Keith
I don't
Moon.
think
Both,
Keith
I'm not sure.
Moon, huh?
Yep. He's crazy.
It was
I was going to
crazy.
say, so you like a crazy drummer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why do they all have
That's
to
why
be
we
dead
Tommy.
people?
All right, now your guitarist. Here's who you get
Razzle?
to choose from. Ready?
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix, Eddie Van Halen, or Randy Rhoads.
Oh, again,
I gotta
dead
say Randy
people.
Rhoads.
Why?
He was,
Really?
Yeah, he
Eddie
was
Van
amazing.
Halen. Wow, yeah, he's dead too. I
Yeah, over
forgot
Eddie
that.
Van Halen. Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought that too.
I mean, so are the other guys, but I say Randy Rhoads.
I got no reasoning for what I do.
Yeah, he has no depth to his answer. He's giving them nothing.
The answer's based on which is the shortest name to say. If you go back and look on both choices, he picked the shortest name, I think.
I only got so many breaths, Jerry.
Keeps calling her Jerry for
All
now.
right, and your bass player. You can have Flea, Paul McCartney.
never
Wait, hold on.
picking Flea.
Sir Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, these people are
you can
all
take
alive.
Lemmy.
I gotta say Paul. I mean,
Wow,
Paul's
that's
a
good. Sworn he
Good
was
bass
taking
player.
Lemmy
He's
for
a
rock
good
cred.
guy, and he's a funny guy.
He's a
Well,
funny
so
guy.
you know a thing or two about having to get along in a band.
In a band.
No, I don't.
What advice
Yeah, I
never tried.
can you give or do?
What advice would you give? Make sure that every member of the band gets their own tour bus, so you don't have
Right.
to see the other members of the band at any point.
And have
unless
good
you're on
lawyers.
stage.
And if one of your bandmates gets scoliosis, deny him any funds from the band's profits.
Yeah.
Did you give any of these contestants about making it work and not letting the egos get in the way and being
You were
a
asking the
team
wrong
and just
person,
setting
lady.
differences
Beats me,
aside
Jerry.
and admitting when
shit.
someone
Stop
else's riff is
talking.
maybe better than someone else's and just releasing? What advice do you have for these contestants or anyone that's actually in a band right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's just listen to each other. Listen to what each person has to say, and that's really just all about communication. And whoever writes the music part of it or lyrics or whatever. Let everybody participate in those. And some people that don't really write come up with great ideas sometimes. And so listen to everybody.
Yeah, what I love about the show Banded is I feel like it actually really applies to you in Motley Crue right now. Follow me on this. John 5 has joined the group. The legendary John 5, great friend of Access TV. This guy is top notch. He's an excellent guitar player. But I mean, listen, for so many years, you guys were used to Mick, and then you bring someone else in with new ideas, new vibes, new energy.
She's just completely sidestepping the whole Mick thing there.
Yeah.
You had Mick, now you got another guy. That's all.
They had no choice.
Yeah, no big deal.
And
dating
what
a new
new
person,
ideas does John 5 have? They're not bringing him in to have ideas.
He's writing with them, actually.
Is that
but
true?
have we heard that?
Yeah. His main job is to play 47-year-old songs. Let's be real.
No, we have heard that he's in the studio with them.
No, I'm saying, have we heard the fruits of that?
Oh, no, not yet.
Yeah, so it might never come out.
Right? You guys probably had a learning curve.
We have the honeymoon situation right now. You know, we really love John. We really love John. He was ready to play the set before we even hired him. You know, he knows all the Motley Crue songs. He knew everything down to the letter. And
like he would stop and be like, "No, Vince, that's not the lyric." And I was like, "Well, you know that."
And by the way, thank you, interviewer Jerry, for reminding me what John's name is, because I would have totally blanked if he did that game show thing. John
you have a new guitar player, Dave. What is this?
I would have been like
on stage alias
Jim 17 or something. I don't know.
Nikki 6, something weird
Nikki
like
6, 7, 5, whatever. Some number, motherfucking dumb number name.
So we didn't have to do a lot of rehearsing for the stadium tour because he was right there.
Yeah,
we didn't have to do a lot of rehearsing.
Yeah, maybe John 5 didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know, Vince. I think you do kind of have to do a little rehearsing there.
And it showed.
Who has so many hits. Listen, I even have the vinyl box set that you guys just released.
Oh,
which
stop
is
sucking
really
his
epic,
ass,
all the
please.
beautiful colored vinyls. And I'm just
cool.
going through it, and I'm like,
probably to pay
hit
for it.
after hit after hit. This is.
Wait, is she talking about the girlfriends?
This is rad
Razzle in the car.
Hitting lampposts.
music, and I
after
imagine
lampposts.
some of the hits hit harder in different regions, right? I mean, we all know that different DJs and radio stations picked up
Hit
different songs.
after hit.
How does it work in Europe? Are there songs that surprise you that are bigger in the U.S. and the States on the stadium tour versus the world tour?
No, it's like because we play the same set.
we don't
America or South America, or wherever we're going to play.
I'm not learning new songs. You hear that, Jerry?
Sheboygan!
They like all the songs. You know, we put a good set list together, and every song has something, you know, that people like, and especially I say. Who likes the old stuff? You know, and everybody, yeah.
That's all there is.
That's all there is. There's no new stuff.
Who likes the new stuff? And then the crickets chirp.
Do a bit of a lightning round on some Motley Crue songs.
another
Off
game
the top
show.
of your head, the memory that
I can't wait for this one.
You're really pushing
comes to mind.
Okay.
So when I say "Kickstart My Heart," what do you think of?
I think of the NFL.
I think of the
They always
cardio
play
paddles
Kickstart My
that they put
Heart.
on my chest after I use that ab machine.
Games. That's pretty cool.
You actually just had a great honor playing at the with the NFL the other week. How was that experience?
At the draft, it was really cool.
Playing
I'd never
with
been
the
to a draft
NFL?
before,
No, that
and
would go on.
I was there from the very beginning, watching it and
Did
seeing
we
who
talk
was gonna
about
get
this, by
drafted.
the way?
It's pretty exciting.
That the Motley
How
Crue
long?
played during the NFL draft, and the way I learned this was I saw Vince Neil's name trending on Twitter, so I clicked the thing, and it was just hundreds of people saying, "Oh my God, why does Vince Neil sound so bad? Why is Motley Crue playing at the NFL draft?"
If you subscribe to this podcast, you would have been well apprised of that earlier.
Yeah.
You keep
Roger
abreast of all
Goodell
of Vince Neil's
clearly
failures.
wasn't listening to our show lately.
Then you could have
I'm
tuned
sure he
out.
doesn't care.
You
It
could
was
have
just
tuned out
absurd.
between round 14 and 15 and done something else, and then come back and see the rest of the picks.
I'm sure it was a buy-on or some shit like that, to promote the tour.
Think Axis paid for it? A little cross promotion.
I don't think the whole network is worth what it would cost to pay for that.
No.
It's cool. There's 80,000 people when we played. We had 40 cheerleaders on stage, and we played in a big fountain where Tommy was in the middle of the fountain, and we were on the water. It's been pretty neat.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
all right,
most
so that was
definitely.
Kickstart My Heart. What do you think of when I say Dr. Feelgood?
Best memory of Dr. Feelgood is when we recorded it. We were in Vancouver, Canada, and we recorded it for the first time, and it was like it's the first time I actually heard the song, and it was like we kind of wrote that song in the studio, and it was turned out pretty good.
It'll do all right. It'll do. Our home,
what is this generic
sweet
home sweet
dude.
home in the background? Do you hear this?
That one's when we do that song.
This is from the new album written by John 5.
60,000 people with their cell phones up in the air with the screens on and lighting up the stadium. That's pretty cool. You just because you can't see everybody because you're playing at nighttime.
They're all recording you singing
you
so horribly and posting it to YouTube.
Or something. When we do that song and it lights up the stadium, you go, "Oh my God, there's a lot of people here," and it's pretty cool.
Listen, it's a great experience from our end too. I got to go to the stadium tour. I went to the Phoenix show, and it was great being right there. And like you said, the cell phones go up, the light up wristbands are all happening, and you feel like part of the community. It's church, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, everyone who is planning their summer vacation plans, they need to head over to Europe because the world tour is in effect right now with Motley Crue, Mr. Vince Neil up there on stage being the rock star that he is. But if you can't get to Europe, you can enjoy Vince by watching Banded on Access TV starting May 13th every Saturday.
There you have it, folks.
I guess going to see Beyonce costs about as much as buying a ticket to Europe and then buying a ticket to a Motley Crue show in Europe.
Yeah.
You could just stay here and see Beyonce.
It's funny. I actually it's insane how pricing is in the States. It's cheaper to get a ticket to see Beyonce in Europe and get a flight to that country in Europe than it would be to get a ticket to see Beyonce here in the States.
I believe
it's fucking nuts.
Are you doing that, Rob?
No.
Is that because she's a bigger star here, or is it really just a corrupt pricing system?
Well, both, but it is because she's a bigger star here. They could ask for way hard. In general, I just think since the pandemic, that the ticket prices for concerts have blown up out of proportion. Like a ticket that would have been $20 or $30 3 years ago is now, no exaggeration, like $60, $70. It's nuts.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
One of the many reasons I go to fewer shows now.
Yeah, I agreed. Same.
I'm still in like 2002 ticket buyer mode. So like, and he'll be like, "Hey, let's go see Pavement. It's $80," and I'm like, "What? Get the fuck out of here!" No.
There was that new metal festival last weekend in Vegas where it was like every band that was around in the late 90s, headlined by System of a Down, and then Korn played, and Deftones, and every other band. Like all the way down to like Kitty and Orgy and like bands like that. It was a 1-day festival that cost $300.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh, no. Oh.
Like what the fuck?
Outdoors?
Yes, in the outdoor Vegas heat in a parking lot. Basically, you'd be standing 12 hours in a parking lot. Fun.
Yeah, nothing ever happens bad at an outdoor music festival in Vegas. You definitely pay $300 to risk that. Oof. No.
You get a little ventilation.
I'm not into it, folks. Not into it. And I mean, full disclosure, I'm very spoiled from my years of getting on the guest list for sure.
Yeah.
But in a way, it even makes the steep prices even harder to swallow. Just because I know that you could just as easily get in for free.
Well, not just as easily.
Well, not just as
Clearly.
easily. You would have to start a music website and get enough of a reputation where these bands would feel it would be of value to give you a free ticket to their show.
But even then,
not
you don't
easy.
go to every single show for free, right? I mean, you're paying for some of them.
Yeah. But I mean, now I'm paying for all of them.
Right.
I don't.
Really, you don't still have connects that could be like based on your body of work and what you did for us. We'll give you a free comp.
Yeah, I could, but
you don't want to do that.
I don't really. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to reach out.
That's very noble of
ask
you.
for those favors. Yeah, I could afford it. But it's crazy. It's a lot, and it's not just the ticket price, because you're not just paying for the ticket. In most cases, you got to pay parking. Then there's concession. You're going to be at this venue for 4 or 5 hours. You're going to need water, at least some food, which is just overpriced, dried out chicken fingers usually. And it's like,
you mean at a festival, not at like a regular show.
Even at a regular show,
you're getting chicken fingers at a regular concert, like just 3 bands playing in the city at night. Sometimes. You're looking for snacks? No, you're not. Stop it. You get a fancy dinner beforehand. You get like a lobster tower down the block. We know how you get down.
But at a festival, certainly, yes, you will have to. You are forced to.
$20.
I'm just thinking, like, if you're at a show for 5 hours, you're gonna want to eat something. No.
Then just show up late. Show up for the band you want to see. Be the full-on like old elitist concert goer.
I would. I like to scout set times. I don't want to see more than 2 bands anymore. Even like the ideal thing would be to just see the one band. Like show up half hour before they go on, so I have enough time to like get in the venue, possibly say hello to people I might recognize, find my position, and then boom, they're on. I'm on. As the moment they're done, I'm out of there.
Wait, how many bands do you want to see?
One. And one band I don't want to see is Megadeth. I think I'm done with seeing Megadeth live.
Why is that? Were they bad the last time?
Well, I haven't. To be fair, I have not seen this current incarnation. It's been quite a few years, but
so you were done anyway. It's not. You're not making. I was already stand.
Done. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I just think that Dave Mustaine can't hold up his end of the bargain.
Really?
So, vocally, typically, although I don't know, he might have gotten better, but it will never be as good as the few incredibly positive memories that I have of seeing Megadeth live. Like, though, it will never top those shows. So, I don't need to see it anymore. I want to see bands that I haven't seen yet if I'm going to leave my house, or bands that I really love that I know can still deliver live. Like, for example, System of a Down. It would be an absolute pleasure to see them live, or 9 Inch Nails.
Well, that's the thing with like bands like Motley Crue, Megadeth that are this old. Like you're paying more and more money to see a worse and worse product.
Exactly.
Every time.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
I think I've seen Megadeth more than any. I can't say that definitively, but my hunch is that I've seen Megadeth more than any other band.
Wow. But do you think you will ever go see them again? Can you envision?
I can't rule it out, but I would say likely not.
Yeah. Maybe if it's like another like big 3 type thing, you'd go, but you wouldn't go see Megadeth headline, I bet.
Even that I probably wouldn't go to. But I think it would have to be a perfect storm. Like they'd have to be playing, I'd have to be free, and I'd have to get a comp or something. Like it would have to be like a unique set of circumstances.
Yeah. And I obviously have never seen Megadeth.
No, really? I thought maybe some of their bands they toured with might have been like in your, Venn diagram.
I don't think so.
Quicksand,
or else I would have just thought like I'd just go see that other band when they're on their own.
Did you like Quicksand? They played with Quicksand.
Definitely.
They opened for Megadeth.
Oh, wow.
A few shows. Yeah, I saw them together. I'm trying to think of other.
Good for Quicksand. That's crazy.
Other bands. I saw them at Roseland, I think, the two of them.
I bet Helmet at some point probably played with Megadeth. I could see that.
Sounds like a reasonable. I don't remember that happening, but it definitely could have. Megadeth used to be very good about promoting like smaller, very good bands.
Now they just sue them.
They still take out good metal bands.
I don't know how they are now. I didn't mean to imply that they don't do that now. I'm just saying what I remember.
Yeah.
No, they do. And they're playing their direct support for the original Misfits in Tampa, Florida, with Fear opening up. So you can go see Fear, Megadeth, and the Misfits. Tickets are actually not that bad price-wise. It's at the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater at the Florida State Fairgrounds.
I love that Dave has alienated every other metal act, so now he has to go to the punk acts to tour with him because nobody else wants to.
It's going to alienate a whole new genre of music.
Yeah.
Pit seats all the way up front are $250 plus service fees. Then seats directly behind are about $200. Which it's just like, come on, that's a little.
What about seats directly behind Dave Mustaine? So if they hear him sing,
lawn seats are $25 though. So
okay,
so that's actually not bad. But I feel like a lawn seat, you're basically paying to hear the show because you will not see the bands.
Do you want to see any of those people? Have you seen what they look like, Rob, lately? No.
Well, have you heard what they sound like?
Well, you just stay home. You sitting on that lawn, you might get eaten by an alligator.
Yeah,
that's not
ticks
good either.
And shit, all kind of deer ticks around.
Ugh.
People coughing on you.
Get Lyme disease to see Dave Mustaine rant about something.
Dave's hair falls out on you while you're trying to eat some chicken fingers.
Well, no, thankfully you're far enough away that likely won't happen. It'd have to be a really strong wind.
Get all in your chicken tenders that Rob buys at the concession stand.
Are the chicken tenders more expensive than the lawn seats?
Oh, that's a good question. They're probably around the
if you want honey mustard with them, if you want the honey mustard, it's going to be over 25. If you're just eating the dry chicken tenders, it's probably like 19.
Rob, which costs more? Chicken tenders at a festival or lawn seats at the festival?
Well, if you think about it, the chicken fingers are probably going to be like $15, right? But you also have to get a drink for like $10. So it ends up being about the same.
Yeah.
Final answer?
Final answer. The lawn ticket, technically.
Yeah, correct.
Because there's extra fees on the ticket. There isn't probably
it ends up being
like handling fees on the chicken tenders.
Well,
maybe.
Don't give them any ideas, Sid.
Yeah.
Rob knows how to handle his chicken tenders.
Let's see here. So there's also 4 minutes, a compilation of Dave Mustaine being pissed for 4 minutes. We may have played this on the show before, but it's been.
I want to apologize to my girlfriend.
It's been so long.
That's such a high pitch back then.
Oh my God!
Here's a nice compilation.
Because I don't fool around on the road.
Because he's just a tour rat right here, tour rat.
That makes me mad.
Hey, we're out of here. We gotta go. We gotta go out to Brooklyn. We gotta play right now. Okay.
Brooklyn.
That's what they used to play Lemoore.
Oh wow!
Isn't that crazy.
Must be. Whatever else will we play in Brooklyn? There was no Williamsburg hotspot back then.
Oh, aren't you so cool? Yeah, I saved all my allowance from mommy to go buy a laser so I could shine it at Dave. I bet you're probably still a virgin, aren't you, Peckerwood?
I bet you're probably still a virgin. Peckerwood's like a racial slur.
Against white people.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Oh. I will say in this clip, Dave's hair looks A++.
Yeah. Pert plus.
That is... in, and let me play guitar, okay? Thank you.
So
he looks gorgeous here.
He's such a Karen.
Beautiful man.
Oh, this we definitely have played.
Beautiful on the outside, not so much the inside.
Yeah.
Last night of the tour, we went all the way to the last fucking night, and then some pussy over on the stage next to us has to start playing while we're playing.
Remember this? We played this for the first time.
This is where he shit cans his roadie, right?
No, this is there's 2 stages side by side, and the band that was going on next on the other stage, their roadie was like sound checking while they were playing.
Oh, it wasn't his roadie. I thought his roadie fucked up.
No, that was the Dewclaw. We might get some of that as well.
Oh, okay. I'm mixing up the Dave stories. Sorry.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy to me? We used to play and talk about that Dewclaw clip all the fucking time. But in like the last year or two, there's been so much new Dave Mustaine content. I don't think we've mentioned Dewclaws in any context at all.
No, not too often.
Thank you, Dave.
Fucking Dewclaw. Total waste
You want the concert
skin and life.
and throw something again. I'll walk off and everyone will beat your fucking brains in.
Yeah, no, wait, don't. He's going to walk off. Why am I cheering that?
It's such a weird threat. Like, hey, you're going to make me so mad that I'm going to turn around and make all of these people so mad that they're going to blame you. Isn't that such a it's such a peek into his psyche of like how he thinks, and
it's like Sergeant.
He's willing to hurt others just to get back at you.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's Sergeant Hartman from Full Metal Jacket. You ate a jelly donut. You're gonna, eat the jelly donut while everyone else does 20,000 push-ups.
We know how that ended for that guy.
Oh yeah.
Well.
No.
Cabrón, you fucking pussy. Yeah, let's throw something from an audience. Why don't you come up here and do it while I can see you, you fucking homo.
Oh my God.
Nice haircut, too.
10% of the audience just got up and walked
from
out.
Buenos Aires, okay?
This is an adult man.
He's already like 50 here, right? He's still doing the homophobic slurs.
Whoa. Oh, is that Guillermo from
Yeah.
Kimmel? What is he? Did he hit Guillermo?
He did. Well, Guillermo called him a lady.
Oh,
Take
no.
a listen.
Oh, he's trying to get a reaction.
A rose for the lady.
A rose for the lady.
What are you doing for Valentine? Wow. This lady is very mad.
Listen very carefully. I don't need your fucking shirts. Don't throw any more shit up here at me, alright? If you do, I'm going to my dressing room, and I hope whoever throws it, I hope the rest of you beat your fucking brains in.
Wait, someone threw a shirt? And he's threatening violence over somebody throwing a shirt?
I love that this is his go-to technique of like inciting a riot.
Yeah.
I mean, someone very easily could have sued him for like $1 billion right there if they actually got knocked out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, of course.
I hope they beat your ass.
It's a very Trumpy tactic. Like, remember, like during the rallies, he'd always tell people to hit the protesters if they saw any.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the same fucking thing. I wonder who stole the move from who.
From whom?
Yeah.
Play some fucking music, asshole! I bought $37 chicken tenders to be here. Fuck you! Let's go! Play a song, jerk
What's
off.
the Buenos Aires version of $37 chicken tenders? Probably something good.
Maybe some fried plantains. $37
That's
fried
Dominican.
plantains.
Yeah, Rob, come on.
What? Okay.
Like some paella, maybe?
Ooh.
Trying to think of what Argentinian cuisine is.
Nice steak.
Flank steak.
Yeah.
It's very comical to me, the idea of like a giant bowl of paella in the middle of a mosh pit, like trying to like, whoa.
You got that New York old school circle paella. You open it up right in the middle.
I miss the old paella.
Paella
in the street everywhere. But it just don't fit us in.
Just pulling the shrimp off the tail. You're like,
They used to take the tails off the shrimp.
Now you have to do it yourself. So sad.
The most tailless shrimps in the world.
oh, whoa.
Eminem, you stupid cunt.
Oh, everything misogyny, homophobia.
Let's start that over.
You look like Eminem, you stupid cunt.
Oh.
I think we've played this one too. This one seems vaguely familiar.
He looks like Eminem. What the fuck are you talking about? Big, tall, skinny, very pale. It's just the hair.
Megadeth show is us smiling and making that connection with you.
Connection.
Get the fuck out of here. Get this guy out of here. You bloody bitch. Yeah. Come on up here. I got a big cock for your face.
What?
Yeah.
And he's throwing homo around. Homo. You come with these homophobic slurs. And you're doing that?
Stick that finger right up your ass, you little faggot.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh my God! I'm actually really getting offended here.
That's a good idea. New song.
Little ska.
Every village has its asshole, and you're it. See, that's
You're
what happens
it.
when cousins fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah. Put your hands up. Who's the idiot? Put your hands down. You fucking asshole. 60,000 sperm, and you're the one that won.
It's a lot more than 60,000.
Fucking loser.
Such a great
Oh.
compilation.
What the fuck was that?
Did he hit someone with that guitar?
Fucking ass again.
Oh, here's the Duclaw one.
Oh.
Wait, let's see this. Oh, he may have.
Or is that just like a crowd surfer? It looked like he hit someone.
Ass again.
He couldn't stop recording. The best.
They couldn't get to. They didn't play the Duclaw part, right?
Yeah. Well, that was a fun.
That was so. I mean, I follow the career of Dave Mustaine very closely, as you know, and I did not even realize he was using these like homophobic slurs so often.
Oh, I feel like it was pretty common.
That's terrible. I mean, I would understand. I shouldn't say understand. It's still fucked up. But like 40 years ago, you know, it was like less of a climate to be aware of that stuff. But some of those clips are pretty recent.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that was like 20 years ago, which it was still a gray area at that, at that time, I would say. But also, I want to talk about this, you know, these AI voices. We've played a few. I wanted to play some that I found. Here's. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to smack my mic. Here's one of Joe Biden.
Oh boy.
That really tickled my pickle.
Where I come from, we don't worry about these fruity tooty California style buds. Okay? See, I'm from Scranton, and what I'm smoking is dirt. Let's get that straight, Jack. I'm smoking pure brick. Ass. Okay?
This sounds like Joe Biden from like 40
America.
years ago.
Yeah.
This is not any kind of recent Joe
It-
Biden.
well, it's an old clip. It's from the 90s.
Not enough breath.
Americans are wanting to smoke that dirt. Okay? You go up to someone and say, "Hey, I'm going to give you a big bag of this heady bud, but I'm taking your stash of mids." They're going to say, "Come on, man, get out of here."
Did you write this, Rob?
That's right.
I
That's
wish.
right. Get the hell out of here. We like stems, and we like seeds. Where I come from.
Yeah! Finally, Joe Biden speaking the truth.
Really? I thought that was known as shitty weed when it has.
I know,
seeds
no,
and
that's
stuff.
the joke. That's the
Oh.
joke. He was saying he was saying the opposite of the truth the whole time.
Oh, I see. I thought there was some
He was
subculture
like, you don't
of weed
want
that-
seeds or stem. You don't want any of that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought there was some like new like revolution in weed smoking that I missed.
No, he was saying that somebody came over and brought a bag of great weed and tried to take his shitty weed, and he was like, "No, sir, I'm
Right.
keeping the shitty weed."
That's what I'm saying.
He's working class.
I
That's
thought
right.
there were new like
No,
weed
no.
purists that like the old way of picking seeds and stems out or something.
There are people, there is, and I think there's something to this. People that are saying that the weed is too strong now, that they miss having the mids because sometimes you just want a mid high. And to those people, I say, mids still exist. There's low THC marijuana. It's nice. It's like a nice morning, early afternoon buzz.
Well, how about just smoking less? Is that possible?
That's crazy.
Rob.
Take like a hit and then move on with your day.
That's nuts.
That's what I was the old mid when I was a kid.
Well, you can take a hit of mids and go on with your day. That's the thing. I want to play this next clip. Old friend of the show, Big Time Tommy.
But
Let me get
you got an AI of him?
no, this is the real Big Time Tommy.
Oh, exciting!
Interviewed
Oh
by
my goodness.
New York Nico, and he shared a very live castian story
God.
that I wanted to relay.
Is that like a Yankees Cadillac? What was going on there?
Oh no! Oh, come on.
He's a Yankees fan. Bananas a Yankees fan.
Of course he is. Look at him.
Oh, why does it say video has no sound? I don't like this. What's going on?
You have to unmute it. There's a button there.
It says.
Oh,
That's
video
literally
has
what
no
I'm
sound.
doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, let's try this. Yeah, the video does have sound. This is a lie. He's talking.
Rob, did you break Instagram?
Oh no. No, Elon Musk took it over.
Oh, no.
I just got the bulletin.
Let me see if I can get this going. Oh, because this is such a good.
We can go on to the next thing and figure that out.
No sound for life.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rob. That's it.
OS means omitting sound. OS what I
Sad.
OS
Sad.
for life. Take it easy.
Do you want to describe what the video was, and we could react to your description?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be. No.
Yeah,
I
we'll
want-
just get it. We'll get it together and then play it at a future date or later today.
Yeah. Hold on. Maybe I'll be able to get it going. Give me 1 second, folks. But why don't you explain who Big Time Tommy was? Why he is such a great.
He's a big fat bastard. Like he's just like a New York City archetypal, like greaseball. Like I don't know, just a very old school New York kind of guy that you see all over South Brooklyn.
Yes.
And he'll just be, he's smoking cigars. He's got a big
There we
Cadillac and all this stuff. He's just a very stereotypical, low class trash guy.
I don't think
With
he's
nice
low.
shoes.
I think he's very high class. I disagree with you.
Okay.
He has some great.
He's
life advice.
all right. Let's say he's ostentatiously gaudy. Can we say that?
Yes, that I would agree with. So here's this take, which I want to see if you guys agree or disagree with.
Oh boy.
Never use public toilets.
Never. Never.
Under any circumstances?
Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, driving down to Florida, if I got to take a shit, I stop at a motel for $90, $110, just so I could take my dump in a motel and then I could shower afterwards.
But what if you're out in the street? Like, what if right now it came on, you got the bubble guts, you got to use the bathroom? What do you do?
You know what? That's a good question. Then I'd be shit out of luck. I shit the front seat of one of my Cadillacs on the way coming back from Bald Hill. And it was crazy because I don't wear underwear. So therefore, when I got out of the car, it was so much dripping down the back of my leg. And as I was walking, it was slinging off my heel. And I had to literally take my pants off before I went into the house. But within 1 week, I cleaned that seat and sold the car to my friend.
I remember you told me.
Oh
once-
my God!
That friend just got a real nasty revelation.
Some people put orange zest in there.
Sorry,
Rob, he's very high class, as you said. Duty dripping out the back of his fucking John Cena shorts. Diarrhea.
There was so much revealed in such a short time in that piece that
No underwear.
It was like a 3-jab knockout for me. I'm like, when I saw this, I'm just like, wait a minute, you don't shit in a public restroom. You will pay $100 to go.
He's big
shit
time. He can
in
afford
a
it.
fucking motel and also, can you imagine like? I love the idea that he can't shit in a public restroom because his shits are so bad that he has to shower after.
Or is that well? Let me
That's
pause
the
right there,
subtext.
and let me ask you guys, the panel: is it that his shits are so bad, or is there some OCD going on? Like he can't stand to befoul himself
I just think
and
he's
then
just
walk
like
around
such
without a shower?
Sweaty mess. He's just so
But he-
sweat.
It's probably both.
I mean, many people, Rob, are sweaty messes and even larger than Big Time Tommy and take dumps and they don't immediately run and
True.
take a shower. I think that's
True, but they're not as
there's some
sophisticated.
there's some neurosis
Well,
going on.
maybe it's not
Not
that.
judging.
It's just his thriftiness in that he's already paid for this motel room. He might as well use it for more than just shitting.
That's
Like, let's
true.
use the space. I'm in this nice bathroom now. I've got a robe.
Well, that
I might
makes-
as well
A
shower.
commenter makes a very good point.
Oh.
A motel is a public bathroom. It's just used by slightly less people. It's not always clean.
And it's cleaned every day.
so are public bathrooms.
They're used by way more people, though.
Yeah.
Between the
Yes.
cleanings.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I get your point, Darren. Maybe there is no. Maybe also though, he is a big person. maybe some public restrooms are just not comfortable for him, so he just doesn't risk it.
I'm not judging. I have my own personal neuroses as well, but I'm saying to not ever use a public, but you'd rather shit bubble up from your underwearless jeans.
Not only does he not use public restrooms, he does not wear underwear.
Yeah,
which
that
to me seems even crazier.
Yeah.
Because not just the only underwear to me, it just hurts my head because underwear to me is the only barrier between farts and your pants being covered in little shit particles.
Correct. And hold on, and not to mention the friction of your penis against the material is very distracting.
His
the few
penis
times that I've
is
done that.
100% made out of leather.
But
there is no issue. It is
also that's true. Also maybe his gut is providing enough barrier so that the pants never actually hit the penis.
So he tucks his gut up under his cock and balls.
It's just a natural.
It's its own diaper.
It's a natural fold.
But I have to ask. So those are all valid. But there's one thing that's overwhelming all of that about the no underwear thing, which is this is a man who admittedly is willing to shit himself rather than go to a public bathroom. Therefore, wouldn't you think it stands to reason that he would want a shit catcher inside of his pants?
Maybe
the Cadillac is the shit catcher.
Yeah, I want to know why.
I mean, it does have a Yankee symbol on it, so it's kind of.
Why doesn't he wear underwear though? What is the harm? Big Time Tommie, let us
can't
know.
find any that fit. That's the only thing I can think of.
Let's see a little. That was the big highlight, but there's a few other little clips.
Some people don't. So
My pool.
It
Everybody's
depends on
standing out.
how
All the
you
rain
whip
we
it.
had.
Sometimes you can
Push
get
the
a
groundwater up.
cream.
I want
Some people put orange zest in there.
You've never been anxious or stressed in your entire
No,
life?
I
Ever?
literally have no stress. I never ever tweak out like some people do. I believe that stress is the silent killer. And I see how
not
many
the 80
of my
pounds of cheesecake
friends-
per day that you eat. That's not
That's a loud killer. Yeah, that's a very clear.
Fucking
overt.
shitting himself on the Belt Parkway. Might be a red flag.
Believe it or not, Big Time Tommie just learned he's lactose intolerant.
He got a $2,500 monthly cleaning bill for his car seats.
Oh my God.
Oat milk for life.
I
Original
cannot
shitter.
believe, how do you clean? How do you not just burn that car after that front seat? Because it's not just the front; it's those little crevasses between the seat and the middle panel. Yeah, unless you're power washing that shit.
He
it's
also
dried
said
up
within
duty.
a week I cleaned the car and sold it. So how many days before he even cleaned it?
I had a lot of shit to do.
Is that day 5? Could you imagine? Oh,
I made an L&B run with the crusty shit in the car. I had to reload and fill up the space that I created. OS for life.
relatives or acquaintances, when they have stress, their whole world is literally crumbling. And if I could I know that I can build Rome in a day. So if I've got X amount of things to do for one day, I don't say to myself, this needs to be done, this needs to be done. I will make my days 2 separate days or 3 separate days. I never go to sleep with anything on my mind, and I never wake up with anything on my mind. I'm literally stress-free. And how about this? How you doing, girls? I personally have never had a headache.
You've never been anxious or stressed in your entire life?
I gotta ask. Well, one thing that does ring true about what he's saying here. I mean, this is a man who effortlessly fires off a load of diarrhea into his car seat. That is reflective of a man who is not stressed in the slightest.
That is a great point. That is a great point.
But what can I ask? What does he do other than being an Instagram influencer? How did he make a living in life before all of this happened?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Did he ever say?
I'm not sure. No.
Low-level mob hitman?
Probably.
I literally have.
Here's another shot of the car.
Fuck you. Instant remote. I want to shit my car seat now.
Yeah.
As he's singing, he is shitting himself.
Each note is a slither of diarrhea hitting the
Look at it. Like his thigh meat is already on the center console.
Do you see that there's 40 air fresheners in there? That's just in case he shits himself. He's like prepared.
In case I got a hot date and I got to fire one off. You don't want her smelling your turds in your car.
Dusty Rhodes Muffler says he was on Carfellas, which I don't know what that is, but that's how he got.
It's got to be cribs for Italian guys with cars.
I'm
That
sure
they
he probably
shit
has custom cars that he shits in and flips.
There's a 5-minute segment on every episode of Carfellas about how to get the stains out, like what their method is. The shit stains out of the car.
He's like those girls that sell used panties on the internet. He just sells pre-shat cars. It's. I mean, you really probably only got to sell a couple a year to turn a nice profit there.
35,000. You guys can sniff my ass smell in the car seat.
He could choose the kind of cannoli he eats before shitting in the car.
The Crappio. He makes a custom dump for you in the car.
Oh my god!
Fun fact.
Oh, probably the time that I got rescued by the helicopter.
Oh, did you hear? For a quick second, you heard his actual voice. Probably
Wait,
the
what?
time I got rescued by a helicopter.
In the middle of the ocean.
Hold on. Let me go back. Let me see if this.
Yeah, it was
gonna loop
quite nuts.
What's another Tommy fun fact?
Oh, probably the time that I got rescued by the helicopter in the middle of the ocean. Yeah, it was quite nuts.
How reinforced was that helicopter?
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
We love you, big time, Tommy.
Well, you love him.
I liked him until the Yankee car. Now I'm.
Yeah, it's very off-putting.
Hey, dude, Instagram, it's Big Time Tommy. And here's my thought of the day.
Thought of the day.
I always say, opportunity is like a bus stop. There's always another one coming up. So if you don't make it the first time,
What about
keep
the
on
last stop on the
trying
bus, though?
and trying again. Because that's the old school way. OS for life.
Has he ever shat himself on a bus?
Has he ever shot himself during cutting an Instagram video? I want to see that one.
How you doing, Instagram? It's Big Time Tommy, and here's my thought of the day. Be careful who you pretend to be. You might forget who you are. It's always best to be you.
Yeah.
And don't try to be someone else, because that's the old school way. OS for life.
I love. Yeah, he's probably a car salesman. Look,
Maybe it's just me because I play poker and I have to sit with like 8 of these guys at a time, and it just rubs me the wrong way. I'm sure maybe
you
he's
know
a
what,
nice
Barron?
guy, you know?
Maybe it's because you try to be someone you're not, and you're forgetting who you.
What,
really
someone who
are.
doesn't shit himself every single fucking day of their life? I mean, I don't necessarily. He could be a nice guy. It's just the personality is immediately abrasive to me because of growing up in New York.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
He's too old school.
Too old school for life. At the end of the bus stop, what's he gonna say? The last bus stop, and then you go to the big depot in the sky.
Well, this actually segues well into another story I wanted to cover, which was a recent story in the Daily Star. Headline: Andre the Giant took world's biggest poo on plane that left cabin, quote, puking.
Has this been scientifically verified that this was the world's biggest poo?
Well, it's in the Daily Star, so I'm going to guess no.
Not very rigorous journalism.
Professional wrestler Andre the Giant was not just a beast in the ring, but a fearsome passenger who left the world's biggest poo on a plane. The 7'3" former WWF star and so-called eighth wonder of the world had people on board a fateful flight puking after he broke a record in the bathroom. Former wrestler and reliable source Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Did you add the reliable source part, Rob, or is that what it said?
I added that.
It had to be. No one would say that about him.
Spoke of the flight after being asked for his most memorable moment in the air. The Punami.
Oh, no.
Well done. I begrudgingly applaud that.
The Punami occurred on a Boeing 747 from Tokyo, Japan to the United States, and the giant wrestler was so big he could not fit into the toilets on the 14-hour flight. Brutus told Wrestling Shoot interviews Andre would always time it so that he would take a dump before he went to the airport, before he went to the plane, and then he'd be good for a day or two. Holy crap, literally. Imagine having to hold your shit for a day or two just because you couldn't fit in a toilet.
He should be like Big Time Tommy and time it while he's on the Pacific Coast Highway.
His routine.
Just take a whole fucking road out.
Yeah. Oh my God.
4 lanes of traffic just skidding.
It would be like a Mario Kart. He's just leaving shit for everyone
Mario
to drive.
Shark.
Here you go. Here, slip on that one.
That's a poo. Okay. So he would take a shit before getting on the plane, so he'd be good for a day or two. His routine hit the fan on that flight back home after delays left a handful of wrestlers rushing for their seats. Bringing Andre to the back of the plane and closing the curtains on the 7'3" behemoth, Brutus says the former WWF champion went to town on the toilets. The sounds were, according to a clearly horrified Brutus, not human, and nor was the pungent smell that soon filtered its way through the plane. Brutus added, "I've never heard anything like it. The sounds that are coming out of there, the smell that started coming forward. The back of the plane had a lot of people there. People were falling out of their seats into the aisles, gagging, puking, crying, screaming. We were all falling on the floor, laughing ourselves sick. I couldn't breathe. He must have filled half a garbage bag full of shit."
Like a 30-gallon kitchen tall bag.
I feel so bad for Andre. Can you imagine the fucking shame he must have felt in this
Not
moment?
at all. Not a drop. I bet
pride.
you he was proud of that.
I don't know.
Not this is a man who drank like 8 gallons of vodka a night. I don't think he cared.
He would eat 20. The article concludes, he would eat 20 pounds of food per city, and he would shit 20 pounds.
I think he went around telling stories about how he made people puke on a plane.
Oh, yeah. It's part of the legend.
No. If you watch any of his biographies, that was the thing that, like, he hated how the world was not meant for him, that he was uncomfortable. That's why he liked being a wrestler, because at least he got treated normally backstage.
They just had bigger toilets. Wasn't there a thing about him like having to shit in bathtubs because like hotel toilets weren't big enough for him?
And then he would use his foot to cram the shit down the fucking pipes.
And then Big Time Tommy came in the next day.
I'll have the Andre the Giant suite, please.
This is no good. I want a nice fresh bathroom that I can take a shit in. I'm paying $90 to $110.
That was such a specific price range.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, I know. He couldn't just say $100. He had to go 90 to 110.
Very meticulous about my shitting and my hotel pricing.
Remember to wipe, otherwise you become the ass wipe. And that is the old school way.
That's your thought of the day.
Wipe it under to over. That's the old school way.
Wipe with your jeans. That's effectively what he's doing.
Oh, my God. Big Time Tommie only takes a dump in a toilet with a bidet.
Yeah.
That's the old school way.
Quit trying to shove your propaganda into this bit, Rob.
Well, maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he wouldn't need a shower if he just had a bidet there to wash his ass.
He's choosing to take the shower. He doesn't have to. He's luxuriating.
None of
in
us
the
have
space.
to take a shower. We choose to.
That's a
because
drop.
We want a power. We want to be a part of society.
Can you imagine Big Time Tommie after like not showering? What that must be like.
Yes.
Would you rather hang around for 8 hours with Big Time Tommie after 3 days of not showering, or be on the plane with Andre the Giant?
I think Tommy.
This is a real Sophie's
Well, did
choice.
Tommy shit himself at any point, or is this a normal 3 days?
Does Tommy have shit in his pants?
A normal day.
Okay.
Then definitely the Tommy side.
Yeah, I guess
But
ultimately the Tommy. Because
remember, participants, a normal day could involve Tommy shitting himself.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think Tommy. I can't handle that smell. That smells rough.
I feel like the Tommy option is very bad, but the Andre option might be like one of those like turning point moments in your life where there's like your life before you smelled that and your life after, and you're just never the same.
Like regular freshly cut grass no longer smells good to you.
Yeah, everything's your sense of smell is just burned for life.
It's all tinged with Andre's shit.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I'm thinking, like, why would his shit smell worse? I understand the higher volume and the bigger sounds, but like shit is shit. Why would a big person's shit smell worse?
Maybe it's like I feel like the longer it's in your intestines and stuff, the more potent it gets, and he's just bigger, so there's more process in there. So it's like fermenting for like extra time.
Good point, Dr. Sid.
Thank you.
Very good. I think, yeah, and also in this case, he said he held it for like a day and then he couldn't hold it anymore. So
yeah, that's.
Ooh, I can't imagine. I mean, there have been like I would say the worst shit or the worst fart I ever had smelled like a chemical plant. Like you know, I'm gonna go obscure on this, and I know the audience may not know this, but you know the chemical plant on Knapp Street. You used to walk by there. Yep. That's what my worst fart ever smelled like. So I feel my worst farts, you know, like maybe 5 or 10 worst ones over the course of my long life. So I feel like that's probably what Andre smelled like burning a rubber tire.
Oy.
Well, we'll never know it now.
What do your worst farts smell like?
Egg.
Let us know.
Egg?
Egg
is
like rotten egg. Like
yes.
like 4 days rotted in the sun, like boiled egg. That's what
Correct.
It smells like.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
that's what my worst farts are.
I say that's my worst everyday regular fart. Like, but there's another category that goes into like chemical spill. I feel once in a very long while. Once in a very long while, and less so since I've been eating better.
Yeah, I can't really.
Like when I had my birthday break, like I've been dieting pretty regularly, but I had like a 2-day sort of celebration, like binge, and I ate just whatever I wanted. My body did not adjust well to it. And it was like, so like January 3rd, it was just like all farts, like all day long. I was like wallowing in farts in my room.
Oof. Wallowing in farts sounds like a great emo album.
I don't know about the farts. You lose into the farts. Maybe grindcore.
Well, there's some grindcore in the RIPL Livecast music break. You could check it out on Spotify. Do a little searchy search. And every week we each like to add a track. Something with a bit of meaning to us. And right now the whole playlist is sitting at about 34 hours. So there's a lot of great stuff in there. Throw it on shuffle or just like jump around. Get up.
Is jump around on the playlist?
I don't think so. Let's see. But no, it is not. All right, so this week I picked the new single from Mutoid Man. Mutoid Man, of course, featuring Stephen Brodsky of Cave-In and the bassist of High on Fire, whose name I don't remember, and then Ben Collar of Converge, a great band. I would the way I would describe them is a hardcore band whose favorite artist is Led Zeppelin. So it's their new song "Call the Void" is excellent. I would suggest checking out the music video for the song. It was directed by my buddies at 2 Minutes to Late Night, and it's a very fun music video. There's a little zombie action, little Guar-esque puppeteering, and the song itself is a banger. It's a really, really catchy number, and Mutoid Man is, I think, my favorite modern act, current up and comer kind of band.
Haven't they been around for like over a decade?
This is their third album. I don't know if a decade, but I just mean like a band of the modern moment. That it's not like a legacy act.
We did a Metal Injection episode when we were doing episodes with Mutoid Man.
What do you mean when we were doing episodes?
Half hour episodes of the Metal Injection program. Like
no, we definitely weren't. No, absolutely not. Oh. No, they haven't been around that long.
I just remember Noah having a Mutoid Man poster on her wall for the entirety of the time we've done this show.
No way.
Call her up right now,
bro. I'm gonna look it up right now. Folks.
Darren, why don't you
they
give
formed
your
in 2012?
Okay, so that's more than
11
decade.
years.
Okay. Well, there's this guy named Dave Dudley. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he used to do all these truck driving songs. It's like very old rock country. And Weird Al even did a parody of his song called Truck Driving Song. But then I was shocked to hear that one of his songs turned up on the soundtrack of Reservation Dogs, which I know you've seen.
Yes,
and I was like,
excellent show.
Yeah, excellent show, and also that's an excellent song, and it threw me back to listening to old truck driving country songs. So I put a song on there called "Devils in Heaven Bound Machines," which is on the Reservation Dogs soundtrack. But also check out Dave Dudley, because he's just fucking awesome. It's a vibe, you can picture yourself like sitting in a truck going down the highway.
Cool. And Sid, what did you pick?
Well, first off, today's RIP is an actual RIP for Andy Rourke, the bassist of the Smiths, who passed away from cancer yesterday. And so I picked a Smiths song. Somehow I've never picked one before for the playlist. I picked "There Is a Light That Never Goes Out," which is ironic because Andy's light has gone out. But I'll just leave y'all with the fact that it should have been Morrissey. Maybe next time.
And actually, Morrissey is going to be protesting the funeral, I hear.
Oh, no. It's part of the writer's strike, though, somehow.
Well, now, speaking of the writer's strike, it's interesting now the Screen Actors Guild might join in because they're starting to get concerned about AI, rightfully so, that people, actors' images could be used to create, productions and advertisements that they have no involvement in. And I wanted to act like I know we're running low on time, but since we mentioned that, I do want to show this. I believe this is I don't know if this is fact, but somebody said that there was this Tesla ad going around with Ryan Reynolds. That is the jumping off point for why the Screen Actors Guild is considering a strike because of how bad this looks. So let me quickly share this video. And then if you actually watch and listen to the script, you're like, there's no way Ryan Reynolds would agree to this, So here, let's take a listen.
That's the... Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds. How much do you think it would cost to own a car that's this fucking awesome?
Self-driving footage.
What the shit? That's the coolest thing ever. What if I told you you could own this car for less than the lifetime cost of a Toyota Corolla? Whose balls do I have to fondle to get a Tesla instead of a shit Corolla? Well, today you can buy one for just $36,000.
So this producer created this proof of concept ad for Tesla that he keeps
so this
tweeting
isn't okay.
Yeah, no, it's not an actual Tesla ad. No, because Tesla wouldn't be dumb enough to do that either. But the guy that released it I want to point out, has a yellow check mark, which is like the equivalent of an actual verified on Twitter.
Okay.
It's gold, Rob. Just want to point that out.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
Well, you said Tesla wouldn't be dumb. I mean, the owner of Tesla might be dumb, but
Yeah.
they have a legal team, you know.
Yes. Anywho, as we wrap up, I want to mention our Patreon. Of course, once again, patreon.com/RPL Livecast. Throw us a little tipsy, a little tipsy, a little tippy.
You can get tipsy on your own time, buddy.
Yeah.
I will. And what we give you is a treasure trove. You unlock the treasure trove. You head into the Livecast vault with endless watch-alongs and bonus episodes. Like our most recent episode was essentially another brand new episode of the show with much dirtier links. And we reveal a little bit about ourselves on the show. And we also, what do we do at the top of the month? We had a good show. What was it? Let me load up the...
Was it the Metallica?
Yes, we did a listen along to every track on the new Metallica album and thrashed and or trashed it. So you can enjoy those. Sid does a column every week letting you know what television programs to watch. And,
I'm very helpful.
Yeah, you could. We did a watch along of Clifford last month, which was very painful. You could experience our pain, as well as not painful look at some Brooklyn reality series like Brooklyn 11223 and Russian Dolls. Lots of good stuff. That's $5 a month. You want to throw us a few extra bucks, $10 a month. You get a shout out at the end of the show, which is right now. How are we shouting them out, baby?
Big Time Tommy, dropping nuggets.
Big Time Tommy here. I want to tell you, Eric Benjamin, remember, the sun will come up tomorrow. Then,
right.
What?
I said, all right.
I don't know. I don't have like a cue of life advice.
Neither does he. It's all off the dome.
Yeah.
But they're good though. His are good.
Well,
Why do you park on a driveway, and drive on a parkway?
I want to tell my friend Dan that everything you can imagine is real. That's the old school way. I want to tell Sam I am.
I got one for Sam I am. Sam I am, always be who you am, and don't be who someone else am. Always be who you am. That's the old school am way.
Oh, no.
Mindy Mayes Kipper, I want to say good friends, good books, and good kippers. That's all you need in this life.
Sure, Massachusetts. I once shit myself on a highway in Massachusetts, too. We got something in common.
Hugo likes tacos. My advice to you is do not eat any tacos on a long trip down to Florida. Otherwise, you're going to be renting a lot of motel rooms. And that's the old school way.
So, Lando Danks, when the shit comes out of my butthole inside of my car with the leather interior, it looks just like Lando Lakes. So we have something in common.
And LaCroix, my go-to drink once I hit the middle of the country to prevent myself from shitting my pants. I don't know why this impression has turned into Gilbert Gottfried.
I'll do the next one as Sam Kinison. Corin Scotty H! Ow! Ow! Doug Pigman. That's the name they used to call me at the Best Western when I pulled in to take a shit. That's the old school way.
And Douglas, who are you, Levison? I'm Big Time Tommy. And remember, you got to look in the mirror to see who you are. That's the old school way.
Hey, I don't have one. Sorry.
Hey, guys, it's Josh. That's all. That's the show. Thank you for listening. Make sure to wear underwear and don't shit your pants.
Solid.
Not always.